a fit now. Come on.
I'm so tired. I can't.
Come on.
Oh my God. Okay. Whew, Jesus. All right. Welcome to the BINACT podcast, where we talk music, the people that make it, and the communities that listen to it. Oh my God. Every time AD and I like go without recording for like a week or two, he just comes back with nonsense. Please tell the class the thing that you just read and why I'm upset.
So, the it girl of the moment, Glorilla, which I haven't even listened to that song. I'm sure you have.
It's a bop. I mean, I give her that. The her original meme song. I don't know what the tomorrow one sounds like too much.
So, as we go through trying to figure out what to talk about,
No, no, no. And I'm gonna stop you right there because I did not need any more to talk about.
no, but as we look for stories to talk about, because it's been a really slow music week.
Which I'm fine
Uh,
with.
yes, please catch up. But as we're searching and whatnot, of course, a headline takes pops my eye, and it's from Glorilla, who just
Well, no,
discovered.
no. Who posted it? It wasn't from Glorilla herself.
No,
I'm sure she wouldn't have.
no,
She tweeted
it's
that herself.
yes, yes, on her
So this
Twitter.
isn't a script. Like this isn't somebody writing a story about what she tweeted. This is just a tweet
This happened three
or
days ago on
something.
the 19th.
Continue.
So she said, and I quote, "I know y'all gonna laugh at me and call me slow and shit. But I'm admit to it first and still say, yo, mama. But anyways, I haven't eaten pork for almost 5 months now. Tell me why I just found out ham is pork. IDK, what the F I might eat for Thanksgiving now? Damn, that's terrible English.
So I'm angry because first of all, well, I guess I have to take some of my anger back because I thought this was one of those headlines where it's like rap news, Glorilla doesn't know what pork is, and like I'm so fucking tired of y'all. I mean, I think honestly, I'm truly tired of celebrity news, and that goes back to like the late 80s, early 90s when they're like, celebrities are just like us too. Let's have tabloids or whatever the fuck. I hate all of that. I hate the celebrity life industrial complex. I hate it. So
You want
that's
you want you want to find out you want to hear something else?
no may what?
So she also discovered that foxes are
See, but
real.
my thing is like, initially, again, actually, I have to take all of my anger back. Initially, I thought this was one of those shitty headlines, but if Glorilla is just tweeting, y'all do that all the time. So if this is her just tweeting about she didn't know ham was pork, fine, ha ha ha, and she didn't know foxes were real. But I mean, if she is using her Twitter for the things that all
Oh,
of
this was
you,
on this the foxes thing wasn't on Twitter. It was on a UK.
oh, it was like an interview or something.
Yep.
Either way, those things I'm not mad about. Like she's gonna do interviews, she's gonna use Twitter or social media, whatever. That doesn't piss me off. I just thought that you were like scrolling Twitter and one of them fucking hip hop blogs or whatever, like created it as a headline. I hate that shit. And I mean, when I tell you I hate it so much.
Well,
But
it's
I
a
hate it
head was
across
the
the board.
headline. It's headline on BET. It's
Don't get
on
me
the front.
started. Don't get me started.
It's on the celebrity. It's
That's
on
what I'm
the
saying.
celebrity page.
The celebrity life industrial complex must crumble. I hate it so much. And like, I don't, not that I always want to start our episodes off with negative energy, but I just don't, so stupid. Like, and the problem that I really have with like, and we talk about it a lot on the podcast. The problem that I really have with like social media and what it does to all of us, normal people and celebrities alike, is like these weird, doing things for likes and clicks and views and content. My God, I'm tired. I'm tired. But in good news, you know what? Just to segue into some, or not segue, but to bring it back to a positive, I'm going to start writing letters. And I really mean that. Like, I'm to the point now where, like, I just, I'm dead ass. Like people, obviously people that I love. I'm serious. Like you're laughing at me. I want to take it back to like middle school where you used to like I promise you I'm gonna start writing letters and I'm not joking. Like I'm actually not kidding.
Where did this come from?
Because like to make it make sense, the internet, like I was just talking to some friends. So there are some friends that I have that we're very, very close and we built our lives, like we met on social media.
Mm-hmm.
Well, or we met on social media and like kind of through circles of college. So basically my like one friend group, like one of us was like a friend of a friend that went to college together and we just kind of built a friend group, but we mainly maintained our relationship on the internet, which was fine because we all didn't live in the same city. So we started being friends in like
Mm-hmm.
2015. And then, and then for, pandemic happened, people moved, blah, blah, blah. So we all have roots to like to college because we did all technically we all went to college or knew somebody that went to college in that area or have family in in Columbia in the city or whatever. So anywho, I was talking to them and I said, honestly, I really want to move, not to say move our friendship offline, but like I'm almost like, because back in the day, like when you did something or had a baby, I don't know why I said had a baby. None of my friends in the friend group are pregnant. But like when something good happened, like for instance, one of my friends, Asia, she's been on the podcast before. Shout out to Asia May. She got
Mm-hmm.
accepted into a writer's retreat or whatever.
Hey,
And it's really, really nice. And
Mazel tov.
yeah. And so like she's crowdfunding to get like the rest of the, the money to um help with her residency and stuff like that. And I thought that was really cool. And so I told her, I was like, this is like not shade, not tea, but I just miss like calling people to share your accomplishments. Like it's so diminishing to like, I mean, I saw it on Twitter and I was very excited. But like there's something about like just being like do 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 do. Oh yay. And then you just keep fucking scrolling. You know what I mean? Like I I don't know. It's just, and don't get me wrong, like I've made friends on the internet and I'm not like, you know, diminishing the relationships that I've made. But like I guess I don't like maintaining them on the internet anymore. Like after you like make the relationship, not to say that I want to be like on the phone 24/7, but like stuff like that, I'm like, wow, like that's something that like, damn, like even now, even with text and stuff like that. I'll tell another story. I have another friend that I used to work or that we met through working at Quirktastic. And she recommended a book to me or a
Mm.
book series to me by a Black author that I loved. And I'm just going to shout this out for people who love fantasy books. Like if you're into like, um, what am I trying to say? Fantasy series like the Shadowhunter series, the Shadowhunter series, I think what they're called. This honestly shits on it. I'm not even gonna like sugarcoat it, and it's not even because the lady is Black. Her words are great, blah blah blah. The author's name is Tracy Dion, and her cycle is called like the Legend Born cycle. Anywho, reading that series of book, and so we've been texting back and forth about my reactions to the book, and it's so refreshing to like text her and like like if I text her and I get an immediate response, that's nice. But for instance, like I'll say, oh, I've got to a certain page and this character is doing something, and she might not text me back for 2 or 3 days, and then she'll respond and she'll be like, oh my gosh, like being human and maintaining actual human communication has been like my thing lately. And so like I said all that to say, I just want to like engage with people less and like again, like I think Asia's writers retreat announcement was like huge. And I wish we could have been like in theory, right? Like if she were closer, even if she wasn't, like it'd be like, oh my gosh, like congratulations. We would like call or chat about it. Like it just there's something about being like, okay, I saw this square on Instagram and it's like that's great, but like the way that we consume that stuff, like sometimes it's like boop, one ear out the other, like it's gone because you
So
just
in
consume.
so in other words, you wanted to unplug from the matrix.
I mean, yes, to an extent. I mean, because don't get me wrong. I mean, like I've made friendships within the matrix, but now it's like, can we now, because we don't have to be in the matrix, like I don't have to communicate with you on social media anymore. Like I kind of, I when I say that I've been really wanting to divest from social media, I truly, truly mean that shit. And the only reason that I keep like, because now Twitter is like, I'm not gonna get too much of talking about Twitter, but Twitter is just like a fucking wasteland. It's people tweeting about where they going, and then I've already I've already been off Instagram for a while. For the most part, I just kind of check in.
Which reminds me, I got to deactivate shit.
What, deactivate Instagram or Twitter?
No, deactivate your account from my account.
Oh yeah, I mean it's just there's nothing going on there. Not a thing. So,
I'm seeing all your direct messages.
No, I mean there's nothing really in there. So, thankfully, it's just me going back and forth. Like I think the last communication there's an artist that I know that does a side project. So I was like, yeah, girl, hit me up about the side project or whatever. But yeah, like it's really just, I don't know. I'm very much over social media as a whole.
I get you to a certain extent.
Like, and I get why it's useful, but especially again with Twitter going the way that it's going, and people are like kind of scrambling and feeling whatever they're feeling. And don't get me wrong, this is not me like shitting on internet relationships. I don't want, and I hope that that's not how it came off. It's just now I want to nurture them kind of outside, particularly social media. You can't really nurture them outside the internet. Like I still have Discord communities that I love, but I feel Discord feels so different from like Instagram and Twitter to me. And that's also because like now I'm going down like a rabbit hole, but I can curate Discord, right? Like for instance, I've got all of like the current event, like if there is a current events channel in Discord, in every community I have it muted because I don't care. Like I do not want to like wake up to, because, and it happens, right? XYZ has died today. Jesus Christ, I just rolled out of bed and you're telling me that someone's dead. Christ, or trigger warning or whatever. Like, fuck. Like, I've got all of those muted, but I can curate all of that stuff to better serve me, because if I wanted to know about like the day's news, I'd look for it.
Oh, that reminds me. Rest in peace, Green Ranger / White Ranger.
Oh God, see, that was one that like tore me up.
/ Red Ranger / like Black Alpha.
I didn't like think
rest in peace, Jason.
My boyfriend was asking me like, did I know that happened? And I was actually surprised that one kind of went over my head, because luckily again, like in my communities, I didn't see it. And so that's sad. Like I didn't know who he was, but that's still really sad.
Okay, hold up. Pause.
I didn't watch Power Rangers. We're not talking about it. Move on. Move on.
No.
Move on. Move on.
Call it timeout.
This is not the TV podcast.
Yeah, no, we call it timeout because of the community that you're in. You're telling me you did not watch even one episode? You never heard of Tommy?
I obviously knew who the Power Rangers were or are the show or whatever. I really like particularly when they were like saying his name and using the name as an acronym. I did not know who the man was. Again, move on. I don't know this man, but I'm very sad that he passed away. I know he meant a lot to a lot of people.
He was the greatest Ranger. How dare you?
Oh my God, here we go. I just want to exist in peace, okay? I did not watch Power Rangers Hard Day. And well, I'll tell you this, like I've seen the show, but I literally I could not tell you that actor's name. Like I'd be like, yeah. And like there was somebody on social media, because I happen to be on Facebook. I pop in there very periodically. I was on Facebook and somebody had taken a picture with him at like a con or something. Like, I have this whole like speech about how he was really important, which I'm not like, that's not me saying that you're like not allowed to be sad when people are gone from this world. I was just like, I have no idea who this person is. So that. But all I'm saying is that
all you're saying is you want to go back. You want to go back to the 1776.
No, okay, now 1776. I'm not saying that I want to take it, but like I said, the internet serves a purpose.
You want to go back to 1776 with the big ruffled dresses and everything. Of course,
okay, no, you're
of course, of course, during the time where they didn't want us.
First of all, in
And you
70,
want to
70, 76, I couldn't even fit them fucking dresses, okay? Them dresses would not fit. So, no, them
they
fucking
fit little
corsets,
girls. They fit little girls back then, so they'll probably have a size for you.
little girls were not shaped like me.
Eh,
No, they weren't. Not them white people.
eh.
Anyways, no, I
But
met
you want,
some of them.
but you want to go 1776 with the oil lamps and sit there
No,
on the evening saying,
I just want our
"Dear,
relationship, our
dearest,
social relationship
dearest
to not
friend, I was thinking of you today
actually now low key.
while I was sitting on the while sitting outside drinking a nice glass of lemonade. Father says."
I mean, now riding the leathers, you're not wrong. I just want like I just especially like
Oh,
written word or like the like verbal like speaking things. I just want us to put more. I think what I'm really trying to say is I want us to put more value in words and actions and like existing. Like nowadays, everything's kind of like check mark cloud. Here's an analytic. Like I just want it to stop being all that and like
yes, I agree with you. I'm giving you shit.
I know. I'm just saying, like, for instance, like, yeah, obviously, I don't want to uncheck from the matrix. We can't run our podcast without, like, being on the internet or whatever. I just want, like, I don't know. It's just, I mean, I want us to think about it more in depth. And so, like, sometimes, like, in my groups, like, I'm kind of always the person that's like, yeah, like, I know that, like, for instance, I know that we all live in different states or something, but I'm always the friend that's like, well, let's, like, FaceTime or whatever. Like, let's, like, not like sometimes we'll talk in text in multiple friend groups and it'll be like good morning, how's everybody's day, hope you're doing well and stuff like that, which is cool, but it's like okay, like is everything
I,
like really okay, like
I understand.
what's really going on, like how's your
No, you.
how's your work day or whatever. And then like especially during the holidays, like I know that people normally reconnect around the holidays, but like just making sure to do that more often, I guess. That's what I'm like getting at and like making sure that we're
No,
connected and stuff.
I feel you. I
That was
feel
not the
you.
direction that I thought that we were gonna go, but here
Well,
we are.
we can also go we can go another direction, and I can tell you all about the Safari and Erica Mina
Oh no, okay.
divorce.
Now please, now I do have to have a hard stop on that because my boyfriend was telling me about that before he left for work, and I simply can't find the fucks to give. So no, I've got to let that one go. I don't care.
I don't know. I was talking about the court documents because the court documents are
I
more.
don't know. I don't know what they look like. I don't even know what they sound like. But I no, thank you.
What got me was how much these people making per month. God dang.
I don't know. I just there's the boundary. I don't give a fuck about them niggas. I do not. Disrespectfully, I don't even respectfully give a fuck about them niggas. I don't care. Um,
Then who do you give a fuck about? What niggas do you give a fuck about?
you know what? So, I give a fuck about myself because I have to announce this is not like a huge. I have to announce. I bought myself a sound bar today.
Is this your first soundbar?
Yes. And but I bought it to connect my record player because I know I've been talking on the podcast about me setting up my music, like, I own my little
Mm-hmm.
music area. So I'm pointing right here, but I moved the CD player in the room because it's got its own speakers and it's better like heard in a small or like a more enclosed space because my living room's open. So I moved the CD player here and I can also plug my headphones into it and listen to the CDs and then I can see them spin, which is like really cute. But out there, I could only listen to my records on headphones because it's a Bluetooth connection. It's a really nice record player. Shout out to my boyfriend for that. But I bought a sound bar and it was just like, oh my God, like there are things that are like such small joys in life. And I realized just how much I just wanted to hear like my records. Headphones are cool, don't get me wrong. I love my headphones, but like outside of my headphones, and like today I put up like a little fireplace crackling thing on the TV and just listened to Don FM for like the 60-second time. Um just to see how it sounded, but I love it. And so I actually can connect it to my TV for movies and stuff, but I don't have the little wire because I got it on sale. So I got an older version or whatever. But to answer your question, who do I give a fuck about? Me. It's me. And I'm very proud of myself for spending money on me. That's who I care about. Me. That's the answer to your question.
Okay.
That's the answer to your question. That's the answer. As you guys probably can tell, this since it's been a slow week for industry stuff, and I think that we're caught up on most of the industry stuff, but even with music, I think we've tackled a bit of the heavy hitters, and I am hoping to do some more digging for some new artists. But AD, I heard that you listened to Nas's album, which I have not checked out yet. And I've heard a lot of people saying great things about it. So how did you feel about Nas's latest album?
Oh, I love it. I love it. It's definitely we're at that time of we're at that time of the year to start talking about albums of the year. So
We are.
just me personally, from the ones that I've actually touched and listened to and said, to me, it's Kendrick, then Nas, and then I'm sure there's a couple others that dropped that I probably forgot, but I would say to me those are the top two albums.
Why
Uh,
does our Kendrick, like our review of Kendrick, feel like 6 million light years ago? If that was
because
this year,
it's
but it feels like so. And that he dropped in the summertime, right? Wasn't that May?
yeah, I believe so. Because
Jesus Christ, that for somehow it just feels like that was a long time ago.
let me see when did that drop, but going that dropped in of course this year May.
Yeah, okay, I was spot on. It feels like forever ago, even though it
Yeah,
wasn't.
yeah. So, but definitely this Nas project. This just felt like Nas was just well, it's the fourth album that he worked with Hit Boy on. So
Mm,
they got a connection that's different. Like to me, like this brings out like the best of Nas, and I would say it's arguably out of the King's Disease trilogy. I would say maybe the best one. Of course, everyone goes back to the first one, you know. But to me, it's just like this one just felt like he was rapping, like he just had like that hunger. You could just hear it, and even the beat selections by Hit Boy, it was like, whew, it's almost an hour long, but it's a very easy listen. And to me, I think this is for so long we keep hearing that, Jay-Z is the top tier, especially in terms of I'm saying artists, not rappers, because they're artists
mm-hmm.
getting older with time. But to me, this one feels more like Nas has embraced his age, but embrace all of the good things about the new era. With
That's
that
good.
bridge, with that generation bridge between himself and Hit Boy, and Hit Boy basically knowing like, yo, I gotta take myself up, and just giving that old Illmatic, Stillmatic feel. Like it was a really good project.
I liked hearing by way of the internet the reviews, like because I haven't listened to it yet, and truthfully, I haven't been in the space to consume a lot of rapidy rap. And I mean, I'm just being honest about it. Like, I can't.
Yeah, you gotta be in my set.
You gotta be in like a headspace to sit and consume again, particularly with artists like that. And even Kendrick, I was telling someone the other day that I enjoyed Kendrick's album, but it's not an album that I put on rotation. And that um
I still say that's my album of the year just because of how.
right, which and I think I want to make a point that you can enjoy an album without it having, I don't want to say like of course you want to go back and re-listen to it, but to me Kendrick's albums are very much, they almost feel like period pieces. But hold on, I'm distracted. I will talk about Kendrick in a second. I enjoyed hearing, or seeing the hearing and seeing the reviews from people talking about Nas and how like it feels like, like he's aging well, and
Yeah,
it's,
I would say
and it's
is
just, and it's working. It's not, it doesn't feel like old
it's a
man trying to rap
no,
or anything like that.
it's a fine wine, that what we're seeing with Nas. Like what he's doing is he's being himself,
Right, right.
but he's letting Hit Boy's soundscape paint the
That's cool.
picture. And because he's such a vivid storyteller or whatnot, it links up very well. And also, it's just like he's able to me, for certain things that I would say is this generation's flow or whatnot. He does it effortlessly.
Mm.
So, and it doesn't feel like he's chasing it. It feels like he's
Right,
more
right,
like he's using what's the best of it, but still it's Nas.
right. I
You
like that.
know,
And when I am like, when I can go and listen to it, I do want to hear it, just to like know that I heard it. And then now I'll say, I'll transition back to my point about Kendrick. Kendrick is an artist that I enjoy watching him grow, but he feels like his albums feel like period pieces. They are statements to like reflect the time. And of course they're like, they're either verses or like pieces of songs or singles of his that like go hard, or like, are like replayable. But I do not, personally, I don't re-listen to a lot of Kendrick's albums their because of the content of the music.
no,
Not
I
to say that
understand.
it's not good music or whatever, but like I do realize in my personal taste, I don't
I,
necessarily always have to feel happy, but I'm damn sure not always trying to feel reflective when I'm listening to music. Like I'm not always.
I understand. It's just like if you're watching The Godfather. The Godfather is a very like I said, it's a very well crafted film, but you got to be in a headspace to sit down and watch 3.5 hours of a movie,
Right. And
especially if it's heavy in dialogue.
and adding to a point, I said this last week and I'm going to say it again. Stop making people. I made a point about women, but I'm talking about people now.
Mm.
Stop holding people to these arbitrary standards of, oh, well, Nas's album came out. When did it come out? Last week, this week, and you
About a
haven't
couple,
listened to it?
about 2 weeks ago.
You are not a hip
No,
hop
we've been last year.
connoisseur.
Oh yeah, no, this no, I don't
I
listen to
just,
that.
because
I,
first of
I
all, I don't care to be. I say that like personally, but like stop doing that to people. Because do you know how much music is out, or even aside from how much music is out, do you know what the fuck is going on? The world is on fire, Kim. Like, stop asking me to always know shit because I don't.
no,
Me, other
it's
women, other people, stop doing that.
it's like when you find it's who is it? Uh, what was that song that I brought up in in the group chat that said I had never heard this person before,
Oh, I can't
and this
remember. The group, I've been in and out of chats for the past couple days. It's been a blur.
no, it's a number one song. See, now I'm
Was it
gonna
Glorilla? No.
no, it wasn't Glorilla. It
Oh God.
was oh my
I don't know.
gosh,
You're
that
gonna
was
have to
gonna
look it up.
yeah. Now I'm gonna be thinking because I got it. I have to know now. Most they play all the time on the
Is it a hip hop song
no, it's art.
or like pop song
It's alternative R&B, but of course it crossed over very well.
by a black person?
Yeah.
Shit, I don't know.
Oh, this is called. Guess that artist.
I don't even know who we're talking about. I don't remember.
Oh my gosh, it's going to get me if this.
Oh, I'm frustrated. Please find it because now I want to know.
Oh no. Steve Lacy.
Oh, Jesus Christ. We were talking about Steve Lacy. Oh my God. Oh, Jesus. Damn.
Yes.
And you were like, yeah, you hadn't heard the song before. Yes. Okay. Yes, I do remember this. Yes,
And
yes.
then I found out that this dude's been out for like almost
Oh yeah.
a long, like almost 6, 7 years, something like that.
Like I said, like just calm down, everyone. Like you're talking
Nobody.
about Bad Habit. That's the song you're talking
Yeah.
about. And it's just like, yeah, like, haha, all in jest, but like I really am not able to keep up with, especially the way that music comes out these days. Like I am just not able to keep up. So like let's not do that, please, people.
Just like I found out about what Sam Smith is doing. I'm just like, yeah.
Oh, I need to send you the salt files. Remember, I told you I got those. So I want to take a moment and shout out Shrell, who DM'd them to me. So shout out to her for giving me the files. And I have to.
Oh, please tell. Oh, speaking of that, thank you. Thank you. We can talk about this. Did you listen? I'm only asking, which we can go into further thing. Did you listen to the new project from Salt?
No, I heard one song. I haven't listened to all of it yet.
Oh, okay.
So
Okay.
like let's hold off because I haven't listened to it and I want to be excited. Um but I also want to read. I want to read.
You
I
want
want
to
to
key
read
key
the
key?
sorry. I want to read the DM. So she DM'd me and was like, very sweet, or I don't know her pronouns, so she, possibly they. Um
Just use
uh
the name. Just use their name.
yeah, so Sherelle emailed me and was like, yeah, I got the salt files before they went offline. I was like, oh my gosh, thank you. So she emailed them to me, or Sherelle emailed them to me. And then she was like, yeah, I love the podcast, even though sometimes I listen with the Arthur fist because of AD, with the skull face and the laughing emoji. And I said, it's okay.
What I do? What I do?
Well, obviously, I don't have any more details other than Arthur Fist, but
Okay, shit. Please, what did I do? What do I
I
do?
mean, this is not a live chat. This is not a live recording. The world may never know, or
No, I
maybe
just
she'll tell us next week in a TM.
so please let us know because what do I do? I just try to bring joy and constructive criticism where need be as she is sipping on a 12-hour-old coffee.
It's like 10 hours now, but that's not
Uh,
the
but,
point. It was very good. It was a latte that I made myself.
but yes, I just bring a different point of view. I just bring a different point of view. Nothing hateful. I enjoy a good conversation.
It's a part
Don't
of the dynamic, obviously.
Yes, but I also try just bringing some bullshit to light because at times we just need some bullshit just to break the ice and get the
At
stuff
times we need
flowing.
bullshit.
At times we need bullshit. All right,
I love
but
that. No,
there's
I
always
just had
time.
to laugh because that was fucking hilarious.
But really, the Arthur fist, like really?
The Arthur Fist is what sent me. That's why I was like, I must laugh.
Well,
I
thank
thought
you
it
for
was funny.
sending the self files, which I still haven't received yet.
I've got to email them, but I have them and I'm going to remember before I get off the computer when we're done recording. But yes, that was hilarious. And
But yes, well, I am. It's next week. It's next recording. We do have to talk about that because I do want to hear your review.
yeah, we got to talk about that. I don't want to, I mean, it's a Jameson podcast. It can also become a Salt podcast. But the one song that I heard, I was like, what did I hear? Is it called? I don't want to get to lying. I'll just wait. But
See, she
yes.
don't want to get to the line.
I don't want to be lying. I don't want to be wrong. I don't like lying. I don't like that.
I
Um
just see. I'm real with the people. All right.
but I do think so I'm not one for
What?
list. I'm not
Wait.
one. Did something
Huh?
happen? What happened?
What? Hold
I don't
on.
I don't know. I
What
can't
the?
see your screen.
Wait. What the?
I don't know.
No. I'm sorry. While you're talking, I'm just on title because I'm like, all right.
So I was like, I don't know. I can't see your screen.
And literally, because I knew it was like, all right, I'm like, all right, just to see. And of course, they say, hey, suggested new albums, right? So I'm like, okay. I'm like, I knew Brockhampton was putting out their supposed last album because they're
Mm.
taking a hiatus as a group or whatever, right?
Hiatus. They've been taking like a bunch of hiatuses. They should just be done.
Nah, uh, uh, they're a good group. They're things, but I think it's just too many when it's too many personalities in the group and all that type of stuff. It's nothing hate. It's they rather leave as friends. They don't want the music to break them up. Um, but I knew of one album, but I'm looking, I'm like, wait, they dropped two. And next thing I know, I'm like, wait,
Oh
Busta
wow.
Rhymes. I'm like, Busta Rhymes dropped a quick little 5 pack.
Oh wow.
And then I'm like, okay, okay. Then I'm like, all right, I'm like, I have to just do a little clicking. I don't know about this. I'm like Apollo Brown, but that's more underground. But then I'm like, all right, Roddy Rich. I know somebody talked about that.
Yeah, that was. Uh, did Roddy Rich drop again? Did he drop earlier this year? I'm tripping.
Yeah, he dropped something. But Rod Wave dropped a
Y'all love both of those artists, and by y'all, I mean like the greater population. And not to say that they're bad. I just don't get it, but that's okay.
and and I'm not sure. I'm sure you probably have heard this artist, Amari Noel.
No,
Um,
maybe.
it says "Love is my religion." I've never heard of her.
No, I don't know. I don't know anything about that, but that sounds festive.
I'll see what it's about. But it's like this is like I'm like, all right. I didn't know the half of this stuff dropped. Like, okay, now I got something to carry me throughout this dreary, cold Thanksgiving weekend.
Yeah, speaking of cold, it was cold here and it's finally starting to hit back into the 60s and then lows being 40s again, which I was enjoying because it was cold, cold for a minute.
It was 30 degrees where I'm at.
Yeah, it was cold for a minute here, and I'm glad that it's not freezing cold anymore. But yeah, the music is going to carry us through the holiday weekend and also the bonus episode that's dropping. This episode, obviously, I'm talking about it, but you'll have a bonus episode, then you'll have this one. So between Thanksgiving and then the week after, when you're going to work, you'll have episodes to listen to, which will be fun.
Yep.
Um, brain. Oh, what I was saying before you had found all the good music is that I'm not one for list, but I
Mm-hmm.
do think that we should come up with. I'll figure it out. A number of lovely albums. You know what? A number of lovely albums, which I'll do a little teaser for our next recording. Some arbitrary number of albums we enjoyed, and then some album or arbitrary number of EPs because I do want to put EPs in there.
EPs. Oh my goodness, then we're
I
gonna be here
mean,
all day.
I say that because like I don't know, like I don't maybe it'll just be albums. We'll get there to tease it, but that will be a part of our next recording is talking about all the stuff that dropped, going through, having some good remembrances and maybe some not good ones. If you remember something that we listened to. I don't think I listened to anything that I completely did not like this year, so that's good.
No, that's a lie. That is a lie. That's a lie.
Why?
That's a lie. Yeah,
What did I listen to that I hated?
the boy from Kentucky.
Ah, shit. And the way okay, you're right. The way that I completely forgot about Jack Harlow's album is it I don't know why I'd be trying to put him in Ohio. Yeah, you're right. I did listen to that. And yeah, that was forgettable, obviously. You're right. So I did listen to something that I did not like. Oh, you're right. Because I forgot about that shit. Completely forgot. Damn. That's tough. And then he quite just disappeared like into thin air.
No, he didn't.
I haven't heard a peep from him
No,
since.
he didn't.
He
He
didn't
probably.
disappear.
I think he won. I think he won an award on the AMAs. Uh, he's
Well, I
with.
mean it's for this album. Like he hasn't done anything music wise
No,
since
he
then, right?
not. No, he's just been doing songs off of it
Wow, 80.
at
That's
the beat.
very crazy that I forgot about this shit. Like just completely out of my mind.
Nah, see. I almost forgot about it too, but I was like, nope.
Nope, there was a thing. There
There was a
was a
thing because I just saw a commercial with him and Drewski eating Kentucky Fried Chicken together
Christ.
in a romantic setting, and I was like, "What the hell is this?"
Okay.
So that's when he said listen. I was like, "Wait, you did listen to some crap, and that was it."
What's wild is that I'm looking through my albums and so many of them were released in 2021 and I'm trying to find the ones that were released in 2022.
Let's see. Hmm.
Okay, I've got some. I thought I was tripping. I was just looking like, I'm just looking around. But yeah, I mean, honestly, I'm kind of excited for that to
Damn,
be
damn, I
it.
just need to listen to that. Oh, oh, seven, oh, shape drop had an album that dropped.
I'm excited to do this little experiment. Um
Spirit.
well, not experiment, but this thing. And so because I wanted to keep it light for tonight's episode. I'm going to transition into new noise because I have some quick new noises. So, I randomly got an Instagram ad. Now hear me out before you try to shut the podcast off. I got an Instagram ad when I was randomly scrolling through the things that I was talking about earlier. And
It
it was
wasn't.
for
It
huh?
wasn't. It wasn't for forex trading or.
No, that's I was just shocked by how like they sometimes they get it right. I got an ad for an artist named Adana Duru with a song called Pop. And when I tell you, it was just so fun. And like so it had obviously since it was an Instagram ad, it had like a little visual or whatever behind it. And oh my, it was just so fun and bouncy. And then like I liked how it was one of those things where it's like I liked how the music sounded and I liked how the artist looked. Like not that looks making me like music better. But like it was just like the package was just like boom, and it was an Instagram ad. So it's just this fun little song called Pop and it's like 3 minutes long, but I was just like so surprised. And so I'm actually going to click and see like what her Spotify, let's see what her bio says. Oh, and then I noticed that so when I did scroll on Spotify, she has like covers from being on The Voice and iTunes. So apparently like she can sing and she's been, you know, working hard at getting recognition and stuff. So I'm just gonna skim through her bio. Looks like she's got a bunch of TikTok followers, and so she was chosen to be on Adam Levine's team on The Voice. I don't see which year. She lives in
Did Ad-
California. Huh?
did Adam Levine think she was so hot?
Oh, I don't know. That the bio don't say that. The bio don't say that. It says she was raised in California, so Orange County, California, and she's Nigerian. So in the
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
in the what am I trying to say? In the ad, she's got like so like when she's singing the song, she's got like the Nigerian flag on like her like on it's like I think it's a bikini top or whatever if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
But it's a fun song. But then like I said, when I saw that she was on The Voice, she has covers of The Voice or like something that she's done on The Voice and then American Idol. I was like, cool. And I'm glad that she like stuck with it because it's the American Idol cover that's on or like what it shows that's on her Spotify. It says 2015 and then The Voice says 2012. So I mean the girl has been working. So first of all, I just want to give big props up to her like working at it. And then shout out to Instagram for doing something right and letting me see it because now I'm super interested in this girl and it seems she's got two songs like that they're like it's like a single pack. So Pop was the one I heard. I didn't hear Boogie, but that's another one. And then she's just got like her voice cover and then her American Idol cover.
Hmm.
But yeah, I mean, I'm just interested. So like I did want to shout that out because I first of all, Instagram just shocked me at the way that it got something right. And I mean it was like spot on because it's I've only listened to the song like the pop song once or twice, pop being the name of the song. It's got some Afrobeat in it, if I'm not mistaken. Like it's got that vibe, but it's just fun. So I was like, "Yeah, girl, I'm on your team. Like, sign me up." It was just like a one again. The one time that social media did something that I wanted it to do, it gave me an ad for a cool new artist. So I was like, "Boom!" And then that's actually I really just mainly wanted to talk about this lady, this person because I really enjoyed the fact that that happened, and I want her to get her flowers. And then recently I've been getting into or getting back into Takei Maizda, and I realized that some of the songs that I've been hearing that were coming up on a shuffle the last time I was shuffling through songs were from an EP or a project that she put out in 2020. So I'm going back and going down her things that she's dropped. And I was listening to her song with Kyle Dion earlier today, so that's what made me think of it. So that's my new noise plug for this episode. Do you have any new noise besides Nas, or want to talk about some deep cuts for Nas?
Uh, no. Actually, hold on. I may have one. So I sent you a song.
And you know what? Because you sent it to me, and I ended up pulling it up on Spotify, but I only listened to it once. I need to listen to it again. I
So
liked it.
from because I'm an old man. Um, the rock group Block Party.
I like that
Uh,
jam.
they came out with a new project that I didn't even think about or know about earlier this year called Alpha Games. That what you were talking about, uh, just going back to simpler times.
I love
Like
it.
this just brought me back to a simpler time when I was just listening to music or when I was just like, oh, this is cool. This is different. I like this. I'm not judging anything. I just hear good stuff.
Don't you
And
love
that,
that when you just get
yes,
surprised by a refreshing little, project or whatever?
yes. And again, I'm working up to my rock appreciation episode.
I know that's
Um,
right.
but that and my white boy soul one, because I'm sure we can have fun with that. But I
No
just
judgment.
liked it. I just liked it. And they have, if anyone wants to know why I mess with them, they have a song from 2005. See, it shows how long they've been around, called Banquet, that is just like old, like, what's the best way to put it? It's not grunge. It's more of like like that Ramones type of rock.
I get what you're saying. Hmm.
Yeah, but it's just so good. And and of course over time they've tried different things and did Afro beats and electronica and everything. But this just felt like we're just doing the music just for the love of the music. That's how I felt. It was like I said, just simpler times. And I was like, this is good. This is good shit.
Mm. Mm-mm-mm. Well, I liked the song that you had sent me, and like I said, I listened to it once, but I want to run it back again. But the feeling of being pleasantly refreshed and surprised by like some new music and new artists is just something that I love about new noise. It's just being like, oh my gosh, I heard a thing that like blessed me, and I want to share it with others because it was so good.
Yes.
Oh my
Yes, it was.
goodness. Well, that makes me happy. And like I said, I wanted to keep it pretty light this week. Because we're also getting into the, ramping up the holiday season and relax. Like you're relaxing, but you're kind of not relaxing because it's family and whatever.
Can I give a public service announcement?
Go for it.
I don't know how people going to take.
Him. Gotta clear my throat.
Yeah, I don't know how people going to take
They're gonna
about
be
it.
shaking their Arthur fist at you. This is why they be shaking their fist at you.
Yeah,
No, I'm serious.
well,
I'm serious. All right, go.
me.
No, come on, tell us.
No, no. I understand that it's the holiday season. First and foremost, enjoy yourselves.
Yes,
Be
be safe.
safe.
Please do that.
Please, please don't act up and do some dumb shit. Because remember, it's the weekend, and nobody's going to bail you out over the weekend.
Sure
You'll
not.
you'll be bailed out Monday, if not longer. So please, just keep your nose clean. But on a serious note, I understand that this is a time of loss and the holidays are hard for a lot of people.
Right, right.
My thing is, please, for those people that are experiencing that, please just be around good people. Just keep things just easy peasy. If you don't feel like doing anything major, don't feel like you have to do it. But at the same time, please don't let that pain or loss turn into anger that you're lashing out at other people and making them feel bad just because you're feeling the same way. Hurt people hurt people. We all understand that. It doesn't make it right. So just it's a holiday. It's a holiday time. I know it's super stressful. It can be also super fun. It can also be super emotional as well. All I'm saying is just let each other breathe. Give each other space. If you don't have anything to say or don't know what to do, just move out the way. That's the best advice I can give during this time.
A good PSA, and we'll definitely have to revisit around like in about a month or so. But yes, and respect people's boundaries. Black
Yes.
families, I'm talking to you. I mean, actually, I'm talking to you, Black families, but POC families really across the board because I hear that some of the experience we be sharing across the POC
See now,
world
if
or
you
whatever.
now if you really want me to get the Arthur Fist, we could talk about the negative coding that goes on during these holiday times.
No, no, no. We're not gonna do. All I was just gonna say is respect people's boundaries, like for serious. Like let everybody like it's time to eat again. Respectfully, I don't really give a shit about the pilgrims and all that jazz. So really, I'm just here to eat and have fun. Um, actually, disrespectfully. So just let people eat and fucking have fun. Like this is not show off time, like you said. I mean, people do go through things, and maybe this is the time where you reach out to that family member and say, "Hey, I see you're kind of going through some stuff, or you're doing something. Let me love on you a little bit." But like, please, y'all. Sometimes we only get like a couple days off work. Like, don't make the holidays any more stressful than they have to be. We only get a couple days off, and then we got to go back to the grind and shit. Like, just let it be. Let it be. Please and thank you. A great PSA, AD. Thank you.
See, I'm not a heartless bastard, as people would like to think. See,
That is not what was said. That is not what was said. I love this recording. And that will take us out. This has been the BINACT podcast. We talk music, the people that make it, and the communities that listen to it. We will be back at you in a couple weeks before we take a little break for the holidays. And yeah, talk to you soon. Bye.